guys, today we're going to be making a really fun, spectacular jack-o'-lantern. So that one was on a really big piece of paper. So we're going to do something with paper you probably more the size you might have at your house. So we're going to take our piece of paper here and you're going to turn it where the paper is standing up. So, which is called portrait, like a picture. And the first thing I'd like you to do is fold that in half. So here's how I always tell kids. This is the head, these are his feet. Make his head touch his toes. Now, once you have done that, you're going to take this top flap here, and this edge is now going to come and line up with this fold line. Okay, and that's how the fold works. So, the next thing we're going to be doing is getting ready to draw our jack-o'-lantern. So, to start with, you'll notice that at first when it's closed up, he looks just like this, a normal pumpkin. So we're going to start with the center little section of our pumpkin, because you know pumpkins are made where they have sections. They're kind of lumpy. There you go. And did y'all know that a pumpkin is a fruit? I bet you didn't know that. It's because it's got seeds. Now, so this is what we have just done. So now we're going to add the other sections. And the best way to do that is to just curve out like that, just like you would be making maybe some sad antennas. And I'd like you to bring it down all the way, and we're following the curve that we have here. And if you'll notice, this is an oval, but it's extended. That means it's been stretched out. So a good word for that is elongated. So that's a good shape term for you. Okay, so I have done this on both sides, and I want you to remember it is a video, and because it's a video, at any point you can stop and pause this video to get caught back up and then restart it. All right, now we're going to do one more layer. And yes, I am keeping my paper folded, and I know that probably seems very weird, but we must keep it folded while we're drawing this part. So at this point, we have ourselves a nice pumpkin. And I'm going to put a stem on it, and you can make your stem any way you would like. Because, you know, the stems are they cut it off because it grows off of a vine on the ground. And so this is where they would cut it off the vine from where it gets all its nutrients. All right, so now we have that part done. So the next thing is we're going to add some eyes and a mouth here in a minute. So my mouth is going to be right under the fold line here. I would like you to come down, and we're going to come fairly far down. And I'm going to come across, and it's like a big squared off U. Let's see if there we go. Now, once you have done this, and we go across that center section, we're into these two sections. The fold line, All right, guys, here we go. Now, on the fold line, I want you to draw right there on the fold line. So it's, and I'm also going to draw it right under here because I want it to be seen both places. So believe it or not, that's his mouth. So the next part is I need to erase this part of the pumpkin because your pumpkin is not see-through. But if you cut out sections of your pumpkin, you can see inside, which is what we're doing. So now our pumpkin has this big open mouth. But I tell you what, I think it would be fun to give him some teeth. So down here in the bottom, I'm going to draw 2 rectangular teeth. And if you'd like, you could do a little tiny diagonal line and put it down, because when you cut into a pumpkin, the wall, the skin and the wall of the pumpkin is super thick on the outside to protect all the meat inside. And you know that stuff we scrape out, all the seeds and stuff? Well, when you start scraping all that and you start getting into the flesh of the pumpkin, into that part there, the walls are really thick, and this is part of that. All right, so we've done this with the mouth. Excuse me. Now we're going to go up here, and I'm going to make a tiny little triangle nose right by the mouth, just right above it. And you might want that to look a little bit like it's thick too. So I might make mine a little higher. Okay, I'm going to erase that. I should have sharpened my pencil before I started. I have too thick of lines going here. There we go. Now we just want that little diagonal line right there to help this look like it's also part of it. And we're trying really hard, because if you look here, we're trying really hard to keep these all on the same side. All right. Now, the next 2 we're going to do are the 2 triangular eyes. So I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to put another one over here. I kind of like it better when I'm doing these, when I'm making triangles. Sometimes it's fun to kind of round them a little bit instead of straight, but it's up to you, whatever you'd like. And again, we're going to show the thickness of the pumpkin. And we're also going to go ahead and erase our outside pumpkin lines, because those wouldn't be there anymore, because you just cut that part, that skin part away. So let's see. I think we're doing pretty good. Now, the only thing you might notice is you're seeing something right here that is not there here. And that's coming now. We're going to open this up. And we are now going to add all this part to our pumpkin. And you can see that that is the candle that is lighting up our pumpkin. So to start with, we're going to start with these outer contour lines. And I just want to match them up. So however is the best way for you to do that. Some people can go straight down. Some people are happier matching them up from both sides. It's whatever works for you again. Now the next thing is we're going to need this right here. So I'm going to bring this down. And I'm going to bring this one down too for our pumpkin. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely noticing something needs to go away. Can you tell what that could be? If you say this line right here, you are right. We do not need that one there because we put it up here. There we go. Now, I need to hook, as you'll look here, this part of the mouth and bring it to here to meet the bottom part of the mouth. There we go. And I'm going to do that on this side too. There we go. Now, our jack-o'-lantern has a big open mouth. Let's add some fun teeth up here. So I'm gonna add another rectangular shape here and another one here. And last time we did show this here, and we are going to want to do that again. It would all be from the same side. I want you to notice that we showed that thickness each time on the same side. So now our jack-o'-lantern could be a lot of fun just like this, and then but let's put a candle in them because we're going to have them lit up. And that's not going to be a bad thing to do. It's pretty easy. We're going to come in here and we're going to make our candle. The candle's behind the teeth there. And it's been kind of burning. So let's do a diagonal line there. Now the next thing is, candle's no fun if it's not lit up. So I'm doing a side rainbow arch. And I think I'll bring it to a point. Just curve it up right here. And let's do this on this side. Rainbow arch on this side and bring it up to the point. And now you have a nice flame to your candle. So, what do we have? We have a jack-o'-lantern when you open it up. He has that. Now, if you really want to go crazy, you could probably, instead of the candle, you could have put some candy or something in there too, like draw candy pieces. But we're going to just keep it basic for today. Now, please remember, and this is a bigger one as you can tell, when we make this, this would be oranges, and you can do lots of fun shades of orange. And this is going to be yellow because the candle lights up the inside of the meat of the pumpkin, which makes the flesh or the meat of the pumpkin look more yellowish because it is lighter. And so that would mean all inside the mouth would be yellow. And I kept my candle white. You can do what you want with that. And then I made sure that the flame has some reds and oranges and yellows in it. So I hope you had a really good time today drawing your spooky jack-o'-lantern. Bye.